Hello and welcome to another Eureka announcements video. I'll be going over the new slate of announcements from Eureka Entertainment in regards to their releases for October of 2023. As you may have noticed if you follow my channel with any degree of regularity, the last time I did one of these it was kind of a 3-month roundup, but this one I had to talk about immediately because it was pretty exciting stuff. A pretty huge announcement that has been requested and nagged over, and people have been hounding Eureka. Like, if any time they post on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, new announcements are coming out at the end of the week. You know, what do you guys want to see enter the Eureka collection? And without a shadow of a doubt, this film will always be in the conversation. We're going back over a decade. People constantly talking about this one film. And it's finally here, and we're going to talk about it at the end of the video. I'm going to leave it till the main event. We're going to tease you just a little bit here. So we have 3 releases for October 2023. And going back to that video I made recently where I was talking about how, you know, are Eureka releasing too many Hong Kong films? And I believe there is more of a balance than people seem to think that there is. And that what appears on the surface to be a very Hong Kong martial arts dominated company at this point, I think has more of a balance than people give them credit for. And in this case, I would say that, you know, it's proving my point somewhat, although we have 2 Hong Kong films and then 1 non-Hong Kong film, so the balance isn't really balanced, but there is, you know, at least I think a lot of attention over this one non-Hong Kong release. But let's get through the first 2, which are very intriguing to me. The first one is From Beijing with Love. This will be released on the 23rd of October 2023. This is more of a comedy Hong Kong movie, from what I understand, and it's starring Stephen Chow, who I've heard of but haven't really experienced much of yet. If at all, even. I think he might have been in one film that I've seen and was mentioned in an audio commentary or something. In fact, I think someone might have just said in a commentary, that guy looks like Stephen Chow. So I don't actually think I might have seen him in anything. But this is directed by Stephen Chow and Lee Chi, and he also starring Stephen Chow. 1994 film, and it's about this disgraced former spy who is tasked with recovering a stolen dinosaur skull from a golden gun-wielding supervillain. So I can imagine some sort of, you know, James Bondy kind of influences, inspirations, homages, aping of, you know, we'll see. It's said to be one of Stephen Chow's funniest films, and it is a UK debut on Blu-ray. Limited edition slipcover, as always, 2,000 copies. It's kind of a nice... I like the design of this one. The color bars on the right are kind of interesting, but I quite like the arrangement there. It's kind of cool. I quite like it. And then moving on from that, it's original film element restoration in 1080p, original Cantonese mono audio, optional English dub, newly translated English subtitles, always appreciated. And we have 2 pieces with Wong Kam Kong, who prefers to be known as KK Wong. So, From Beijing with Love, KK Wong talking about that film, a new interview with the actor talking about his role in this movie, and then also KK Wong in Conversation, where he discusses his career. Now, this is from, do I have it at hand? No, I don't. This is from it was supposed to be originally on the Burning Paradise release that came out a couple of months ago, which is fantastic. And KK Wong plays this incredible villain in the film. And the interview that they did and that Frank Zheng conducted with KK Wong was so long that they ended up pushing it back to a different release, and this is going to be that release. So I would expect some talk about Burning Paradise on this interview as well. Interestingly, they split it into 2 pieces. One focused more on the actual film itself that is on this Blu-ray, but also one as a general kind of discussion on his career. I'm intrigued to see how long it will turn out, and how elaborately it'll be edited, if to warrant the you know, that they couldn't put it on the Blu-ray in time. I don't quite know why they didn't do that for Burning Paradise, but I'm assuming that they wanted to really make it a good piece. I don't know, we'll see. An archival interview with Stephen Chow himself, and another archival interview with Lee Chi, don't know if that's how you pronounce it, and a trailer, and then a booklet featuring a new essay by James Oliver. So I'm really looking forward to this. I know people are big fans of Stephen Chow. This seemed like a welcome film to be released by Eureka. A lot of people are quite happy by this one, so looking forward to exploring a different area of Hong Kong cinema in Stephen Chow. Next we have, also coming out on the 23rd of October, Beach of the War Gods, 1973, another Hong Kong film directed by Jimmy Wang Yu. So I don't know anything about this. It says it blends wuxia mayhem with Seven Samurai. So I have heard it's loosely based on Seven Samurai, and there's a kind of well, let's just read it a little bit. In the waning days of the Ming dynasty, Japanese marauders raid villages on the Chinese coast. A wandering swordsman single-handedly dispatches a group of the foreign thugs and agrees to help defend the town. He assembles a core team of highly skilled warriors, including mercenary knife thrower Leng Ping and hot-headed swordsman Iron Bull Chow. So yeah, I hate to get those things wrong. That's why I try not to attempt it before I've heard otherwise. So yeah, it's just it seems like, again, you know, a group of townsfolk being townsfolk. Leave that in for free. You get these kind of Americanisms that kind of sneak into your dialect, and it bugs me. So so these warriors, they train the townsfolk to stand up against the foreign pirates using strategy and skill. Now, Seven Samurai to me is the greatest film ever made, one of my all-time favorites. I'm all for seeing different interpretations of that very classic story. I'm sure that Seven Samurai was not the first time that kind of story had been done, but I think that it's the benchmark, and you know, I love Magnificent Seven, and I'm intrigued to see kind of a Hong Kong version of it that should be potentially pretty damn good. It's celebrating its 50th anniversary and ranks among Jimmy Wang Yu's best films, another name I'm not familiar with whatsoever. Limited edition slipcover featuring artwork by Tony Stella. This one is super cool. I really like just that image on the front. And Tony Stella, the stuff he's doing with Eureka and with other companies lately has just been off the charts. I feel like at the end of this year I could do like a top 10 Tony Stella, you know, key art, you know, pieces for these Blu-ray. It's great that we're getting these like really like phenomenal, top-notch artwork pieces for these Blu-rays that are getting put out. I think it's great. 1080p presentation on Blu-ray of the original Hong Kong theatrical cut from a brand new 2K restoration. Original Mandarin mono audio. English dub is also included, and newly translated subtitles. We get a commentary with Frank Zheng, which is awesome. Archival interview with Jimmy Wang Yu. Trailers, plural. And then new writing by James Oliver, and a review of the film by Dr. Craig D. Reed from his book The Ultimate Guide to Martial Arts Movies of the 1970s. And if that was not enough, there is also a brand new interview with action cinema experts Mike Leader and Arne Venema on the life and career of Jimmy Wang Yu, which I'm really looking forward to. So all this stuff for me as a newbie is gold dust. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this one. It looks great from the slipcover, you know, but that obviously can't be the indicator of things. But I just, the sound of it seems to ring very nice in my mind and through my ears, even though it's not actually a sound. So I don't know what that analogy is and why my fingers are doing this like I'm David Lynch. I don't know. Anyway, so that was the two Hong Kong releases for October 2023, and then the big one, Pandora's Box. Can you believe it? And if you get this reference to a movie, pat yourself on the back. Thank you, God. I say that more as just thank you, God, because now people can stop moaning about it. I don't know if I have it at hand here. It was around it'll probably be directly behind me, actually. But I am, through the magic of editing, able to just... And there it is, Diary of a Lost Girl, which is a G.W. Pabst film. This came out in the collection, God, I want to say like about 8-9 years ago, something like that. And with this inclusion into the MoC line, people were going, well, Pandora's Box, Pandora's Box. We have Louise Brooks, G.W. Pabst, So it just seemed like, well, it was a foregone conclusion that Pandora's box is around the corner, but apparently not. So it's been it's been many years of people wanting, hoping, praying, wishing, making ritual sacrifices for, and we finally have it confirmed, and it's going to be in the collection, the MoC collection, spine number 280, apparently according to the box art. And we have Tony Stella again, who usually does the Hong Kong stuff, the Japanese stuff, but now he's done something for Touch of Evil, and this one, which is a beautiful piece of artwork for this box, and it will be a box set. 3,000 copies on this one, 1929, Germany, silent film, and a role that was once intended for Marlene Dietrich, apparently. So Louise Brooks is an interesting character, and we'll talk about that in October when I get around to talking about this film and stuff. I've never seen it, have kind of been waiting for something like this to happen and for Eureka to release it, and so I'm not even going to look at the plot too much, but there is a new restoration on this one. Limited edition hard case for this, as we've seen in some more recent special edition releases. There's a 60-page book featuring new writing on the film by critics Alexandra Heller Nicholas, Imogen Sarah Smith, and Richard Combs, alongside the usual archival stills and imagery. A definitive 2K digital restoration, apparently. And then optional English subtitles, an orchestral score by Pia Rabin, new audio commentary by critic Pamela Hutchinson, a new visual appreciation by author and critic Kat Ellinger, new video essay by David Cairns, new video essay by Fiona Watson, and a partridge in a pear tree. So there's a nice selection of extras on this one, but I think just the fact that this film is finally coming to Blu-ray in the UK and in the MoC collection is something to be celebrated and to look forward to, I think. And again, silent cinema is the thing that got me into this collection. It's the thing that a lot of people love about this collection. It's the thing a lot of people have been hoping for and wanting to see more of. And, so we've had a couple, the past year or so has been a little sparse, little sprinklings of silent cinema here and there, but at least it's not dead, because if there was a few years there where there was no silent films, and I really did kind of lose hope that they'd ever get back to it. And then they slowly but surely started really rattling out the silent films, the Universal sets that they put out, and then more Buster Keaton stuff, and then other things, and so there's been quite a few. The Golem and Hunchback of Notre Dame. We're getting Three Ages soon, and then this one. So there could be more for sure, but I'm really happy with this announcement. I'm really excited for this film in particular because Diary of a Lost Girl is a really interesting film. It's not a favorite of mine, but I was really engrossed by it, and particularly Louise Brooks, she's one of those people who's kind of made to be in movies. She just has that aura about her, and the only thing I've seen from her is Diary of a Lost Girl. And from my memory, she had a very short career. Did she even die young? I'm not even sure. Maybe I should just look that up while I'm filming this, because it's been a long time since I watched it. I watched it around the time that it came out, which, again, is going on about 10 years ago now. It makes me feel very old, really. But Louise Brooks, oh God, no, she didn't die young. She lived till the age of 78. She lived right into the 1980s. But do I feel like, her career was kind of short. So she was in movies from 1925 to 1938. So, yeah, I said that she struggled for decades following that. Okay, yes, I do remember reading and kind of knowing from some of the special features and the booklet for Diary of a Lost Girl that there was struggles in her life relating to the movie business. Anyway, so Pandora's Box from Beijing with Love, and was it Beach of the War Gods? That's a really cool title. Anyway, that's it. Let me know if you're thinking about any of these 3 releases, and if you've seen Pandora's Box. Is it as good as everyone says it is? Is it worth the hype, the 10 years, the decade of people clamoring for this release? Is it justified? Let me know. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.